Let's go over the recap for Tuesday, January 8th. My first trade today was in Facebook. I had a level. These were my levels. I had a 142.50 as resistance marked, and below 141-ish. But we broke out. Facebook made a fast move up, so I took a starter below 142.50s. I didn't like the action here, and so I took it off again. I had my target down like at one above 141.50s for $1, but it wasn't hit. So yeah, I should have taken it off here already, but gave it some room, and once it broke up here, I just took it off. Then I was watching the market basically for the rest of the day, and it was way too early for my reversals and bottom bounces. It was so bad I didn't even wait for my pivots to hit, so I was kind of struggling to manage myself out of my positions. I did good in NVDA, not so good in Tesla, and also good in Netflix. But let me show you my pivots first. So this is NVIDIA. I had some support at 138.50 marked, then the next 137.50s, and around 137 with the EMA 9 just below. So when NVIDIA got into this 142 level, there was some reaction, and I took a short starter. It was just a small move here for like 80 cents, but it was okay. Then later, when we got to the EMA 20 at 141-ish, I watched it. It dropped, and I thought this would be a backside trade, and I took a start, and it was kind of stupid just to go long here. I should have waited for this candle to break highs, but I didn't even use the $0.50. It was just erratic in entry, and I should have just taken it off here, break even, but I didn't. I stuck with it as it was a small position. I just kept it, and at 138.50 I added another piece, and here this one was erratic as well though, so I shouldn't have taken this one and waited for 138. This was my 138. The next one was 137.50, where I had the support, and this time here I kind of my order was filled. That was the reason I had it right at 50, which was kind of stupid. It made a small move. It made another down. Then my order was filled, and I stuck with it. My average was it was around 138.50, which I didn't like because it was right at a pivot. So we tested it several times, and here I had it more, and took off some break even and placed an order just below 139 for some partials. Then 137.50 held several times. It broke, but always came back, and I just stuck with it, and my target was at VWAP at 140, but I was so impatient to take. I didn't want to let it go against me again. So on every spike, I took a partial off. Here was faked out. Here as well, as the low was what seemed to break, and I don't know, my target would have been hit and was respected. I didn't take the VWAP fade here. I just watched it and not happy about how I managed, and well, but I got out with a nice profit, but that just covered pretty much what I lost on Tesla. Netflix. Oh yeah, Netflix. I took a long. Oh, let's see. So these were my levels in Netflix. I had 321, which held during the pre-market. Then I had this 318.50 also for some as a level, and the next one was down here at 316 or 317, but I didn't pay much attention to it. So the next ones I had on was this 312, and actually I was surprised that we got back down to 308. So out of the open, I today I really thought that Netflix would continue high and test the EMA. That's just above 333 or around 333, the SMA 200 on the daily. So I took a stab long, didn't like the action and took it off, which was a good call. Then I way too early on yesterday's close. On the when it was respected, I took a stab, and well, there was no bounce. It was still weak, so at 314 I added more, and coming from 312, I took the last add and took most of it off here at break even. That was just around 314, I think my average was. And yeah, this was a break-even trade. I didn't like it. Here was faked out. I just took it off break-even. Not proud of this trade. Then I didn't watch it much further. Netflix here would have been a good and decent entry. I saw it, and like in hindsight, it's always easy to tell where to enter, and this would have been a good play. We're like 6 points, 7 points from VWAP. However, I really screwed up in Tesla today. I still have like 4 shares left from a VWAP fade, but I'm about to get stopped out here, break even. However, what I did here in Tesla was a reversal, and my entries were I didn't have the patience to wait for the pivots to hit, and it was a big mistake, and I really regret doing so, and hope I learned something out of it. But I see. I took my first starter here as well when we tested yesterday's close. It didn't respect it, and we broke through it. I didn't take off the trade, not even when we retested, and I just stuck with it. The next ad was coming into 331 level, and I had placed an order at 331.50s, which was filled as we broke through it. Here I thought it looked like we would break above, and I added more for the move to the EMA 9, and which my average was around 330 to 50-ish, I think. So that didn't happen. So when we tested here, I was a little early, but I took another stab at it when we crossed back over the $0.50. Tesla wasn't done, and we finally found support at 327, and I had 325 as next significant level. I took off and took some losses here, as my average was like at 331.70. yeah, here around. That was my, no, this was my, no, yeah, 331 70 was my average, so it was way above the level. I mean, it was still good because it was above, still below VWAP, and I wasn't too worried about it, but my position was too high. And here, I had placed an order at 327 to lower my average price and add back what I sold here, but you know, we didn't trade back down here, and I could have taken the $0.50 here on the retest, but I didn't. However, I was quite patient with the rest of the position and just scaled out into VWAP. No, I didn't. Here I took off the last piece, and then I took 335.50 for a VWAP fade. It worked out great. Unfortunately, I made a fat finger. I was on the phone with a friend, and when I wanted to take off the trade break even, I happened to hit the wrong button, and instead of covering, I was short a full tier. So whatever I made here, I gave back with the spread here. So it was kind of painful. I tried it again here, took off as we made lows, and now I have like 4 shares left. I just stick for it for the heck of it. Yeah, thought we might make it down here, and it's a break-even trade today. I'm net green. No, I'm gross green, but net negative due to commissions. Like not much, but it's a break-even day. It's all right. I could have done better. I'm very happy about I traded very confident. I stayed calm all the way down here, but should have kept adding at the full dollars as according to my rules. But I kind of was nervous. I didn't trust it. I really thought we would go into 325, and then my position would have been too big, and my average still like at 328, and I just didn't like the fact. So yeah, I really have to improve my entries and wait for my pivots actually to hit and to test and watch the tape. Although reading the tape at the moment is like almost impossible for me. I can't tell there's so much chop if you have a big order like at a full dollar. Like the offer lifts, the bid steps up, steps back down, the offer drops, and you get faked out, and just don't like it. However, looking forward to tomorrow. Hope to be more patient, and have a wonderful evening, everyone. Thank you.